Hey everybody, Carl here, and this is a very special weekend because it's the pre-release for Kaldheim, the brand new Magic the Gathering set, which features a brand new plane that's based on Norse mythology, and it has a very heavy metal aesthetic to it, particularly when you see some of the showcase cards, which hopefully I'll open up a few in here. But to begin our stream tonight, and for those of you watching this video on YouTube, you can check out our weekly Friday night Magic the Gathering streams on twitch.tv/ToyWiz.store, where I mess around on Magic Arena, since we can't do anything in the store at the moment. But because this is a pre-release weekend, I have purchased a pre-release pack for our pre-release at home event, and I'm going to share with you my opening of this pack. The pre-release packs contain 6 regular booster packs, a promo rare card that's foil with the pre-release date stamped on it, and they also contain a spin down life counter. And the ones they did for Kaldheim are particularly cool. So let's open this thing up, shall we? I do have a scissor over on the side just in case, but thankfully this pack is playing nicely. And plastic wrapping is coming right on off. Incidentally, as you can see from the artwork here, Kaya is in the set, and there's going to be a brand new Magic the Gathering comic book coming out in April from Boom Studios, and Kaya is going to be one of the featured Planeswalkers in it. The storyline involves a massive coordinated assassination attempt that takes place on Ravnica, and the targets are Kaya, Vraska, and Jace, obviously, Jace Beleren, and Ral Zarek. Jace ends up getting knocked out of commission and seriously wounded, so he's not to be seen for a while in the series, but the remaining 3 will be traveling over to Zendikar to try to find out who's behind the assassination attempt. So definitely pretty cool sounding plotline for it, and should be a lot of fun. So let's start off with, well, we have our little spin down life counter here, featuring as the 20 the Kaldheim Axe logo. I'll just leave that over there. And since it's right in front, our foil is Radon, God of the Worthy. Pretty cool there. And all of the gods in the set are modal dual-faced cards, so you can cast them either in their god form, or you can flip them over, and some of them are enchantments, some of them have creatures, some of them have artifacts, and this is an artifact in this one, Valkmira Protector's Shield. Very cool. Alrighty then, let's get down to the actual booster packs. So, running out of room on my desk here, shift those boxes on over, or box and the sleeve on over, and get opening. So, let's see, pack number 1. Because I don't want to bore you guys with all the nitty-gritty details, I'm going to go kind of quickly past the commons and uncommons, unless we have a showcase one in here. But behind here we should have a Snowland. Oops, upside down. Okay, the other packs I was looking at earlier set up a bit differently. So, common, 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 common. I don't know why I'm singing this. Common, uncommon. As you can see, the sagas are back, the enchantments that have different effects over the course of various turns. Ooh. 2 of the gold sagas and add uncommon there. Snow is back in a big way. Each pack does have a basic snow land with it, and there are snow artifacts, snow instants and sorceries, snow creatures, so that is absolutely going to be an element of the gameplay. And here's our rare for this one. It's Icebreaker Kraken. It is a snow creature. It costs less depending on how many snow lands you have out on the field. And when you play it, it taps down your opponent's side of the field. They don't untap during their next untap step. And you can return 3 snow lands to their owner's hand, and return Icebreaker Kraken to its owner's hand, so you can replay it and tap things down again. And, it looks like instead of a basic snow land, we got one of the snow duels. This is a cycle of commons that do count as the 2 basic land types, so if you have a card that searches out forests or any specifically mentions the basic land type. So if it says basic land, it won't work, but If it searches out of a forest or an island, you can go search your deck out for this Rimewood Falls. And as you can see, it has a different, much more, kind of washed out, snowy look to the frame. And we have no warrior token. Okay, that is pack number 1. I think I'll leave the Rimewood Falls on top here. I'll leave the Kraken off to the side. It's always nice to kind of showcase the rares and mythics a bit separately. And let's open up this pack and see what we end up with here. Okay. I do have a list of a couple of the showcases I'm looking for personally, just because I love the artwork on them. In Magic, they talk about psychographic profiles, different player types based on how they like to play the game. But they have a fourth one that they call Vorthos, and those are people that kind of follow the game more for the feel, the artwork, the aesthetic elements to it. And I absolutely fall into that category. This is a legendary snow creature shapeshifter, Morid of the Frost. Shapeshifters and the changeling ability are another part of this set. Amulet, and we've got Arnie Brokenbrow. He's got one of the new abilities in this set, Boast, which you can use the Boast ability once each turn, and only if the creature has attacked that turn. So if you attack in with Arnie Brokenbrow in the second main phase, you can pay 1 colorless mana and have him deal... I can change his base power to 1 plus the greatest power among other creatures I control until the end of the turn. And hey, here we go, another non-basic snowland. This is the Swamp Forest Woodland Chasm. Pretty cool, and a Troll Warrior token. Let's check pack number 3. Okay. Also want to point out, Doomscar Oracle here has the new ability Foretell, where you can pay 2 generic mana, exile the card face down, and then on a later turn you can cast it for its Foretell cost, which is usually going to be less than the regular mana cost on it. And the Foretell cards have this little watermark on them. There's another snow creature, a zombie berserker. Wait, hope I see a foil down there. Get back to that in a moment. Way down, Dogged Pursuit, Frostbite, Blizzard Brawl. Okay, and we have a rare, saga. Bears of Litjara. On the first turn, create a 2/2 blue shapeshifter creature token with Changeling. On the second turn, any number of target shapeshifters gain base power and toughness of 4/4. And on the third turn, choose up to 1 target creature or Planeswalker. Each creature with power 4 or greater you control deals damage equal to its power to that permanent. And we have our Snowland Island Mountain. Again, one of the non-basic snows. Pretty cool. And then our foil is Icebind Pillar, a snow artifact. And we've got a card to represent a double-faced card in your deck. So this way, if you're playing without sleeving up your deck, you don't need to worry about the fact that the dual-faced cards don't have a standard magic back. Alrighty then. Next up, pack number 4. Again, there's that little Foretell watermark. Oh, a puppy dog. Haven't gotten any of the showcase cards yet, which is unfortunate. Hopefully one of these will have one, so you can see the really cool frame they have. But it does look like, just from it peeking out in the end, I apparently do have one of the extended art cards here, so that's pretty cool. Carter Doomscourge. As I mentioned earlier, there is a heavy metal aesthetic to this set, and with names like Doomscourge, well, what do you expect? Hey, here we go. It's the extended art of Niko Aris, one of our brand new Planeswalkers, a non-binary character who is in white and blue. Whenever they enter the battlefield, create X shard tokens, and then by adding a loyalty counter, up to 1 target creature you control can't be blocked this turn. Whenever that creature deals damage, return it to its owner's hand. -1, they deal 2 damage to target tapped creature for each card you draw in this turn. And then the other -1 is to create a shard token. And here we are, a basic Snowland. And a giant wizard token. Now, it doesn't look like Niko says exactly what those shard tokens do, but I'm sure that pops up on some of the other cards. We'll find out that way. Okay. So, not too shabby so far, but still hoping I'll get one of the showcase ones because I'm picky that way. I can be. It's my prerogative. Okay, we've got Eska's Chariot. When it enters the battlefield, create two 2/2 green cat creature tokens. I'm always all about the cats, so that's awesome. Whenever it attacks, create a token that's a copy of target token you control, and crew 4. So it creates its own crew. And our basic snow plains, and a little card to give you a separate foretell zone where you can put all of your foretold cards. And that brings us to the final pack of the pre-release kit. So let's see how it goes. Okay, uncommon, uncommon, and the World Tree. Enters the battlefield tapped, provides 1 green mana as long as you control 6 or more lands. Lands you control have tap to add 1 mana of any color, and pay 2 of each color mana, tap and sacrifice the World Tree, search your library for any number of God cards, put them onto the battlefield, and then shuffle your library. Pretty interesting. And here we go, another non-basic snow land, so not too bad as far as pulling non-basic snows out of there. Probably the coolest card we have here is the Extended Art Niko Aris. And unfortunately no showcase cards, but you can't win them all.